Alright, good evening. I just want to say I love it when the main menu screen basically changes based on your progress. Or like, what you've done. For example, I've equipped these two skins on them and now in the main menu they have those skins. I love that. What was it called? Planet Crafter does a similar thing where the planet is different depending on how far you are terraforming it. I love touches like that. Regardless, continue on. Also, great menu. Just generally. So, we do have the Freelance Witch and the Navy Seer, who are both level 2, apparently? Right. Regardless, we have... How many points do we have? One... No, wait. Oh, I think I already did that. Well, it was stupid. Oh yeah, they're both level 2 because... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, we have freed the Necromancer, who is basically just Gun Doctor. I still do kind of like... I don't like this one all that much, but this one's cool, this one's cool. I just like that he's the Navy Seer, that's just so stupid. I'm gonna do the dreams at some other day. We have... Play those and move on. That's a very good hat. You're a very good hat. Okay, we've exhausted the marketplace of ideas, so I'm going to bed. Right, got something for you. Your dog tags? They're on my vessel. Keep them with you and you get some of my brain. Future eyes. Your foresight? It won't be as clear as what I see, but it should be enough to save your ass. No. Then, I don't know what to say. No one's ever given me the vessel before. Well, you just lived my life for the second time in 2 days. I was pretty conscious of it. Somehow you carried it. Kinda fuzzy on it myself. But also, you trusted me on this thing from the jump. No one's had that kind of faith in me in a long time. I do like this I do like this answering options. Becoming a wanted criminal did help clinch the decision. It's nice to have a geopolitical crisis as an excuse to reconnect. Of course, man, you've never let me down. It's nice to have a geopolitical crisis as an excuse to reconnect. It is, right? Alright, that's my sincerity limit for tonight. Back to mocking your tactics tomorrow. And back to mocking your age if you lasted long. Ugh. Alright, what's next? Yeah, I've got to meet my contact in Galapa, pay him for the ride and see if he's got anything new. Want company? Nah, I'll only spook him. You two see the sights. Well, speaking of people you haven't paid, we broke you out of torture prison, and if you would have finished the job you could get my gear back. I thought I did. You used it to reverse this. That's just my res pack. I also took Ghost Skull Gary at my tibia of trauma transference. What the fuck is a tibia of trauma transference? Like Ghost Skull Gary, that sounds like a Servo skull, but the skull on your back, that's not Ghost Skull Gary? Did that skull look like a Gary to you? I firmly believe anyone can be a Gary. Takes all kinds, I guess. But no, that was obviously Nigel. Reactor black site armoring, so we're just gonna crash in again. So, how do those flasks work? Is it the stink tears base or Hacksat? They're just drugs. I just throw drugs at people. What do the drugs do? Loss of balance, drowsiness, sunlight hallucinations. You like pushing people around? It makes it a lot easier. I do. And it works. It works on people who breathe. So you've got no other craft right now. Just power of life and death. And I can open a portal to avoid dimension. Well, let's dig into that. I don't know. They just put this coolest key in the wall and something opens. Push someone into it, they come back an hour later with 1,000-year stairs and then you find interest in investment banking. Investment banking, why? It's like when you can put in a wall. Oh, now we're talking. Alright, let's do this. She just has medbag. Right, finish by the end of turn 3. Use Death's Door to eliminate one hostile. I think I already see a option for that. What do you do? This is 1 per encounter. Sedative, you have stability. And the sedative cocktail that leaves everyone at 1 per radius sedated, lose 1 health per turn and unsteady, +1 to incoming knockback. Well, throw that there. And then you can just put a Death's Door here. And then we can Gale Grenade here. Grab the intel. Chain Bolt 1, 2. 1 and 2. Wonderful. Alright, you currently can only resurrect 1 mana. I've used on a living ally, kill them first. Stun and cost no mana. Revive the enemies, consider everyone hostile stun for 1 turn and cost no mana to res. Grab intel. Sedative cocktail. Oh, that has a range limit. For C, does nothing, and turn. The Static Blast having knockback like 4 at this point is kinda neat. It is indeed turn 3, and I don't think I can get that done. Like, if I do that, you revive, but then I can only Chain Bolt. Right, and we didn't get done by turn 4 because we didn't get to the laptop in time. Right, I'm gonna redo that. Restart. Skip. Shot. Breach. Then, because what I'm gonna do is throw a sedative cocktail here and set up a Death's Door. Then you can use the Gale Grenade again. Grab the intel. Chain Bolt 1, 2. Because that did actually just work. Now, last time... So what I'm gonna do now is... How much movement do you actually have? Wait. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go here, I don't think I can grab the intel. No. From here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that works. Grab the intel, resurrect you. literally just Gun Doctor. But useful. Now, my idea was to Chain Bolt here. Also, that was stupid. I could have just used the sedative cocktail there. How do I... I'm pretty sure, like, this is the quickest I can do. They're still here. I can actually just move you over there, can't I? Right, if I go with you, grab the intel, throw the Gale Grenade. This doesn't do anything because you're not sedated yet. And I do need you sedated. Now we can use the Gale Grenade. And Chain Bolt you two. And then it's like, I guess I can just resurrect... No. I can resurrect her, but I can't move her in before that. So, Death's Door. Move over here. Sedative cocktail. Then you Move here, grab that intel. Gale grenade. Which knocks yourself back, but that's fine. Actually, I think if I just move you here. Grab that intel. Gale grenade. There. A window in a wall. And then we can just shoot you. Oh, she uses Nigel to do that. That's kinda neat. And then he unfortunately sets up a new target again. I can use the sedative cocktail. But I can only use one action from you. Okay, I think I know. Right. Breach the store over here. Grab the intel. How much range does this have up to there? So I'm gonna move you here. Gale grenade. You taking... I forgot the sedative. The 1 damage you take here doesn't actually you don't even need to take a damage there. Then you... Why did you not get knocked? Oh, because... Okay, right. You need to throw there. And then we can... Like, can we just shoot you? No. We have to target an ally. Two, three, four, five. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think that's smarter still. So we go move you here. How much range does a resurrect have at that point? Grab that intel, resurrect goes up to here. So sedative cocktail here. You move there, gale grenade. Shoot Jen. Why is this a mechanic? Wonderful. Then we can go... Yeah, you can just go... Right, so you can sedative cocktail over here, which unfortunately does not hit through that wall. Seal that door. Then you can grab this intel. End that turn. Then we're just gonna move you here. Yeah. Which is a really weird thing to do. Wonderful. Unfortunately, no efficient tag. Okay, what's behind this door is not good. Specifics. I don't know. These tags don't give me a clear picture like Zan has, but feels kinda balmy. Then you should go first. Oh, real nice. Look, if you can raise the dead too, just shout now what's right in there. But if not, you're the only one who can safely die today. Don't like any part of that sentence. Especially the part where you're right. That's a new... Oh, that's a mine. Right. Can we just blast you? We can blast you from the get-go. And then I think this just blows up, yeah. What are you? Reactor neutralizer. You can't use any spells generating anything except moving and throwing things. Prevents you from casting spells while targeted. Fires a standard shot in the 4C phase. Grab that intel. Finish by the end of turn 2. Oh yeah, sedative cocktail here. 4C and turn. Then we can throw a sedative cocktail here. And then I think we don't actually care. Oh, okay. We can use the Gale Grenade to neutralize you. The Static Blast to hit you through that window. Seal the door. And grab the laptop. Didn't even need that mana. Wonderful. Alright, we're here. They stashed my stuff in the next room on the way to the cells. So, what are we looking for? Vessels or channels? I don't know what that means. I only know Red Arcana from TV. No one taught you how to do this stuff. Why is someone living dead in an operating room? No one shows up with a free ride to wizard school. The cop shop with a free ride to a lap tank. And if you get out of that alive, you go underground. Sorry, I didn't mean to patronize. I'm just impressed you can use vessels untrained. Explain vessel. The key used to open portals. If an item lets you do something different from to your main craft, it's a vessel. Another caster carried long enough that it picked up some of their craft, so your key... A dealer in a skull mask gave me that for raising her partner from a ketamine overdose. Okay, so she probably had a sideline in Eldritch Gateways. Then anything that just improves your main craft is a channel. So your wand is a channel and your broom is a vessel. Oh my god, I mean it's not brain surgery. No, I completely forgot about my broom. Oh my god, it's gonna make things so much easier. I forgot I brought my broom! Jump through an adjacent window and re-enter from any other window as long as the space is clear. Okay. She actually just straight up forgot her broom. We will move here. Grab the intel. Sedative cocktail you. Death's door behind. Knock you into that. Seal the door. And then we can't really use that. Okay, rewind. Breach. You can actually just throw the sedative at him, can't you? Yeah. Death's door. Nope, you need to see for that. So, what we're gonna do is actually redeploy. And you breach. No shit's given. Sedative cocktail here. Then you'll move to... Actually, if you go here, where do you need to throw him? Okay. Sedative cocktail once again. You move to here. Static blast throws him there. So if I put the death door here, that should move him out. Yep. Then you can go ahead and seal that door. You can broom breach to here. Oh wait, you should probably broom breach to here. And then you can Gale Grenade both of these out the window. Oh, you can... That's twice per encounter. Use this... I do like Death's Door. It's just, hey, more options to defenestrate people, even if you send them to, like, a death realm. The plane of death. Complete broom bridge. That's an achievement. Complete broom bridge in one turn. Didn't even need to broom bridge twice. I just did it for some reason. Retrieve Ghost Skull Gary. Yeah, some bones, some syringes, another bone. Hey, Skull Girl. Skull Ghost Skull Gary. Alright, so we have retrieved the TB of trauma transference, and remember Jen has a broom. It's a necromancer. I think Gun Doctor would be funnier, but that's mostly because I really like ASDF. Right, what do? If the target is pushed into the tile in front of the portal, it will pull them in. Yeah, neat. Or +1 to use the parent count. That's probably just better, though. So I assume this is Ghost Skull Gary. Where's the tibia of trauma transference? Is this the tibia of trauma transference? Why do you have an arm? And a gun. Why don't you just shoot people? You have a gun, why don't you just shoot people with it? Right, +1 sedated to all targets, which would be 2 damage per turn. Lightheaded is unsteady, so it would be 2 unsteady and increase her from 2 to 3 to 4. Or from 4 to 6 in point blank. And stings, all targets also take 1 damage on impact. Which I think that's kind of like the most damage option we have, but I think the Death Store is probably better. Alright, confirm. Map, missions, dreams, chats, outfits. Do you have an outfit? Funeral check. It's just a black front humidity. I like the hat. I do have a hat like that, only without the skull. Oh, it's actually a neat little Wiztag outfit for once. Cult phase, that looks good. Med school, it's just the cult phase with a pink shirt. That is maybe a bit much. Nook spur that night. Banks, if you really talk about it, did you ever learn what it took you? They wanted me to kill her. I'm sorry? 3 times since we reached Liberty. She disappeared for a few hours, come back sweating and shaking, in order me to kill and res her. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. She seemed sick. Elevated pulse, sweating, dilated pupils, dilated nostrils, tremors, but I'm a surgeon. Diagnosis is my field. Okay, that's not what we had. And after you rewound her, calm, vital, picture of health. And she didn't bitch about the whole thing like some people. I just remembered. She interrupted her directly after she shot someone. And like, is that person just dead now? Right. Was she doing something in the automated way? Is she trying to stave off some disease she can't cure? Was this just something she's planning? Right, was she doing something in the automated way? Was she doing something in the automated way? If there's something that takes you from healthy to that inside of an hour, I advise against it. Damn, this is tantalizing. I don't like unanswered questions. Really? I live for them. I know what poisoned you, if it helps. Despite what I just said, yes, please. It's a slow-acting poison the Druid Mafia use. Thistle Kiss. You had needle-thin puncture marks before I rescued you, and lived just hired a Druid Hitman. Ah, shit. Okay, I have to say that's pretty smart. You don't have to say that. It's optional to say that. How do you kill a guy who sees everything coming? Don't let him know he's been hit until it's too late. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I'm freelance, so if she has a paid position... Well, you'll have to be fast. My contact says live briefing her team tonight before they ship out. If we're going quick and quiet, we might learn the next move before they make it. Banks, we're square, but if you're up for this, we could certainly use your skills. Oh, I'm coming, after what they did to me. The next time I should lift Kennedy ahead, she's staying in the fucking ground. Comfortable silence. Oh, there's a reconnaissance mission, so we might need to reclarify engagement of objectives en route, but let's go. I like her. I wonder if we always breach with 2 people. Alright, suppression auras cast in all arms of this room. If we take this room clean, they won't hear us coming. Wanna show us the Ghost Skull Gary can do? Ultimately, that'll be Gary's decision, but I'll set him up for success. Ah, yeah, so we have multiple doors. What does Ghost Skull Gary do? By a spectre named Gary who damages enemies and passes through them and bounces off walls once. Ah, neat. Resurrect, sedative cocktail, death's door. Perfect. What do we have? Have the team use 5 different abilities in one turn. Finished by the end of turn 2. What are those? Stuns adjacent enemies when damaged. Are those windows? Those are windows. Hit 3 enemies with a spectral skull. Right, so if I move you here... No, we need to go here so we can grab the intel. Spectral skull. Does it knock back enemies? I don't think it does. So we can do this. But it costs us an action. Where is... There's no reinforcement door if I see that correct. So you can just breach. Gale grenade... No, you need to move in for that. Well, you should probably take cover. Oh, you can Gale grenade him into him, or the other way around. So what we're gonna do with you... You move... You can't move there because he's in the way, right? If you go here... Yeah, right. We can... We can move you here, Gale grenade this... to knock out those 2. Static blast this guy. Do you still see her? You still see her. Clips for 1 damage even in cover. Oh. Right, so that's a problem. I think I actually would like you... Oh! I refreshed my move after firing, I completely forgot that. So use the laptop. Take cover. Then we can move you here. Have a 3-bolt burst on that. Nah, I can't see. He can't see that. Can we make it so he sees it? But then he just dies. Which, honestly, now I think about it, doesn't actually really matter. For C2 action, actually it does matter because we don't have mana for it anymore. You take cover. So we can 3-bolt burst you. Predictive bolt in this direction. No, because that will still... So I need to use something else. Which... Right. Now think about it, what I'm gonna do. Move you over here, 3-bolt burst you. Knock him back. Take cover. Move you, we can static blast this guy. Get our movement back. Gale grenade over here. That stuns him. Move Broom Breach to here. Take cover doesn't help. But what we can do instead is go with Zan here. Shoot him. Take cover. Move you there. Static blast this guy. Gale grenade over here. Go here. Broom breach into this door. And then take cover again. So we take 2 damage. Yes, sure. Now we move you here to use the laptop. Broom breach with you over there. Can you death store? You cannot death store on a window. If I move you here, can you death store? No. I should probably just use the death store more. Right, you can sedative cocktail here. Sedative cocktail. Knock him into that. Use the laptop, take cover. You move here. You move here and 3 bolt burst. Actually, now I think about it. Restart. Yes. So I'm pretty sure I still want to basically do mostly the same. With Spectral Skull Gary. Which we can hit 3 enemies with. And then you take cover. You can breach. That was not what I wanted to do. You can go here. Shoot this guy. Then you can move here. Static blast there. Gale grenade him. Move to... If I move you here, do you take any damage? Probably. So we instead move you here. We cannot resurrect because we only have 1 mana. So I have to knock out these 2. Right, different plan. No, I need that mana definitely for the Ghost Skull Gary. If we do that here and throw a sedative cocktail at them, then we take cover, so they can't shoot us. We breach with you. Gale grenade over there. So he's out the picture, since he was the main problem. Static blast you. Take cover. And then Zan can just shoot him, I guess. And then also take cover. Then you can move here. 3-bolt burst him. You can blast him. No, wait. We can now use the Spectral Skull. First we move you to here. You should have a line of sight on basically everyone there. So then we can use the Spectral Skull like here. Three-bolt burst on you. No. I don't think I have enough actions to do it by turn 2 at this point. Three-bolt burst you. Then you can move here, Spectral Skull. You move there, use the laptop. Static Blast over here. Which didn't quite kill him. So we'll instead Static Blast you. You can take cover. You can take cover. And then you can just move back here and also take cover. And then, honestly, this is just... No, that was wrong. You, 3-bolt burst on him. Just shoot a man. So unfortunately, not turn 2. Jen's targets, confidence targets are always really hard for me. What's next? Officers. They're the only people here who won't shoot us on sight, but only because of policy to sound the alarm first. Tonight, that's worse, and the alarm goes straight to Liv, they evac early, and we lose the trail. If you think that's worse, you haven't seen the inside of a gunshot wound. Okay, sure, for us personally, life will go on, but we're trying to stop a war here. Get into that space, please. Get into that space, please. Don't let anyone sound the alarm. The alarm is over here. Right. Have a breach. We can't let this guy reach the alarm. He's heading to his past shots of fire again in the 4C phase. So he and those two reach it. Meaning, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a sedative cocktail on those two. Then we'll do a death door here. Grab the intel. Then we'll breach with you. Turn 1. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Oh, no. I know what we do. Right? Yeah, I know what we do. Right, no, it's fine. Grab that intel. Death door over here. And a sedative, we already threw it. Breach you. Then you will move over here. Throw a Gale Grenade to move him out. Static Blast him into the doorway. And then you go here. I have a little predictive bolt. Hit 3 enemies with a single Spectral Skull. I don't even know. I know my plan basically works. So Spectrals, grab that intel. Spectral Skull. I think if I go here, I then can't move anywhere else. If I go here, can I set a death's door back there? Yes, I can. Grab that intel, spectral skull. Yeah, that's a problem I kind of currently have for the spectral skull thing. I don't know where to throw it. Because you do kind of have to grab the mana for that, and then there's not really any way... Ah, like this. Okay. Do that then. Do they have steady? No, they don't. So we can still just use the normal path, and the sedative is not even necessary. Whip, out you go. Out you go. And then you can just have a predictive... actually, take one step further, grab the intel, and then have a predictive bolt. Does it actually... It does... So the death portal does count as a defenestration, which is very nice. Alright, if we can clear this room with no alarms, I can foresight into the briefing room and catch everything. Is it an easy one? I wouldn't want to go on record saying that, no. Might be time for some trauma transference. I'm almost afraid to ask, but I'm not. What is it? Lets me move trauma around, cast it on you, then I choose who takes the damage next time you get hit. Feel like there was something in the Hippocratic Oath about that. I shot you in the head to save your life yesterday. Hippocrates needs to get on my level. Hippocrates needs to get on my level. Right, what are my... Transfer 4 damage at once, finished by the end of turn 2. And we have 3 reinforcement doors, all of which do not activate this turn. So the trauma transference, once per encounter... where is the alarm? You are the alarm. So, officer wording, we'll take damage from the knockback. Breach here. You move over there. Static blast hem. Then you can 3 bolt burst there to take him out. You can move here to seal the door. This guy unfortunately is steady. Grab that intel. Oh, we can false prophet you. He still takes 4 damage, so we do trauma transference on him and on him. Actually, this guy is still targeting her, which I don't like. I think I just can't I just can't use... Also, I just realized I don't even need to do that, because I can... No, I can't Death Store there, so you actually just need to die. Yeah, that's fine. Resurrect... Probably not. Can we disable you somehow? Yeah, over there. Right. So what I'm gonna do is do a Death's Door here. You will move him through. Then you will go here. Broom Breach to there. Can I Gale Grenade you out the way? Oh, actually, Broom Breach first. Hack the turret. Because I'm pretty sure that the turret acts first. Then we can Predictive Bolt here. Gale grenade this officer into it. Transfer the paint from him to him. And then shoot this barrel. I think that's good. For C. Shoot him. He kills himself. Your team has one unused action, that's fine. So, one more officer. This is a tracker. You just get shot by the turret, that's fine. Unfortunately, we do not move quick enough to get anywhere. You can seal this door. Static blast him into the fucking wall. Move over here and seal this door. Then you can go there and predictive bolt this direction. Unfortunately, you don't quite reach. So I'm gonna restart because I'm pretty sure I can just have her stand further away. But that does work. If I remember what I wanted to do. No, you can't actually okay, can we redeploy you to here? Breach. To there. Death's Door here. Then you, breach. If we just move you there, push him through the... That worked because he was unsteady, but if we do this, then we can move you through. Then you can move here, hack the turret, move you there, shoot this, grab the intel, predictive bolt here, Gale grenade him into it, and then you transfer the pain from him to him. See? I like the trauma transference. That's a neat ability for a necromantic. So you go in and seal this door. Then you what I'm gonna do is just do a death's door behind him. Three bolt burst him into it. Predictive bolt in this direction. You go here, seal this door, static blast him into the predictive bolt. Get your movement back, move over here, seal the door, and then the turret will just kill him. Wonderful. Lovely. 2 defenestrations, not enough. Right, we have the less lethal Pyromancer, Steve the Traffic Warlock. This guy looks like a member of the Druid Mafia if I look at him. And we have Liz. Or Liv? Alright, we're wheels up for Callan at 0200 and I need everyone on the same page, the same sentence before we touch down. Put a foot wrong in Libali, you piss me off. Put a foot wrong in Callan, you'll never see daylight again. So let's hear it. Ryan. Stay canine, head to the vaults, sniff around for mana stockpiles. Of course the druid can shapeshift. Good. Bori. Straight to the safe house, lay low. Don't set fire to anything important till I get the mana call. Don't set fire to anything till you get the mana call. Till you get a call. Sure, of course. No major fires. Steve, I have a question about my role. Oh, God. More of a comment, actually. I just think I have more to offer than my badge. I know you said I'll help our cover, but if I could be part of the vault team... I'm not your HR manager, Steve. I don't need you to feel valued. I use people who don't need nannying. If that's not you... No, that's me. Absolutely. You can throw your pretend cars around when we get to metal. Till then, you are just a badge. Steve's Hivers robe sacks. I still don't get why we're going to Kalan. It's going to be chaos with the rights. I'm not going to draw you a diagram. That's a ramp. We're H-5. Be at the helipad on the dot or you're staying in Laboli. I don't look forward to the K9, the Druid K9s. So, no alarms, complete. Learn Liv Kennedy's next move, complete. Understand Liv Kennedy's next move. Let's set ourselves achievable confidence from there. I honestly just love the writing here. Forced entry. What does forced entry do? If someone pushable blocks a window, you can still breach. They're hitting them for 3 knockback. That's not bad. What do we take with you? So it can be used again this turn. Honestly, the +1 damage I don't feel is that necessary because it already basically kills everything. Use standard attack, take a free shot at the target. Which does, I believe, also have the knockback. But I think... I'm going to take the conviction. Because with her, especially with her, that's kind of really easy. Run directly under the lightning strikes him for 2 damage. Refresh and move on any friendly targets in the blast. Or use +1. I think I'll take the 1+1 use per encounter. Now, what do you have? Genius Grant. If the protectee is an enemy or the victim is an ally, your use is refunded when the transfer happens. If the victim is an enemy, they gain 1 unsteady when the link is created. Right? Pulled in. This unit applies unsteady. That's really good. Skull's Wider, making it easy to hit the mortar targets. Or +1 damage. Like, you deal currently 2, the +1 would probably be good. Right, let's see. It's getting messy. I'm gonna group some of these together. Okay. Right, so we have Dessa Banks as our 3rd member, and it looks like we get up to 5 members. We have Jen. We have actually... I actually kind of prefer Zan. Also, what did we get about Dessa Banks? Necromancer. I walked in the banks right after she shot them up, so I was tracking Jiren Rexler. According to her phone, she used to be a surgeon in Rushwater General, but dropped off the grid a year ago. It is now mob dog for the real mafia. I undo damage. Only works if you're dead. If you're not, I can get you there for an extra 6,000. Call for 6... How many people do you think are reading our secret? Wait, you get paid $6,000? Sent you a new update. Sent you a new pic. Please update. You get paid $6,000? Freelance Stormwitch and the Navy Seer. Right. The reactor, we have that. So Liv Kennedy is part of Liv's team. Borikesh, the less lethal pyromancer, I still love that. It's actually a role. And we have Rion, Druid Hitman. Never seen this guy before, but somehow he hits Zen and I with Thistlekiss. Darts unnoticed and almost killed us both. So we need to talk about boundaries. My mom always used to say, if you can't shoot something nice in someone's neck, don't shoot anything at all. Right. Poisoned by. Repeatedly suffered. Headed 2. Alright, now we've got space for new stuff. Let's see. Noak's Bar. We found a nice out-of-the-way place to hole up between ops, and the bartender's already heard enough that there's not much point in lowering our voices now. Liv's sickness. Banks says Liv has to be killed and resurrected 3 times after speeding for a few hours and returning, sweating and shaking. What could be so serious, and why did it keep happening? Cured by Miss Banks. Right, then you were poisoned by Ryan. You were poisoned by Ryan. You repeatedly suffered Liv's sickness, which... And then you're headed to Liv's goal in Kalan. Liv's team is headed to Kalan next, but why? We don't know exactly why or remotely why. Right. Yeah, that all makes sense to me. Yeah, that all makes sense to me. No rush if we want to rearrange the details, though. I'm gonna just have these a bit closer. Then, yeah, the reactor there. Right. New dreams, I think I'm gonna just not have that for a while. Outfits, we can unlock. I don't like the whiz tag for her. I'm gonna keep my points. You, funeral trick, frontier medicine. I kinda like the whiz tag for her, but I'm gonna wait for the cult phase. Like, the Death MD is just a bit too much. Alright, after taking the chopper to Kalan, I'll be leaving from the southwest facility with the helipad. You still got no chance against Liv, but if we get there early, we can catch some of our goon squad along well down the numbers. I thought you are a beta trafficker back in Stonecliff. We didn't kill him. God, don't tell me you're one of those outfits that kills 100 henchmen and suddenly grows a moral compass when it comes to the fuckers responsible. No, we don't kill henchmen either. No killing. Oh, so you're not hypocrites, you're just toothless all around. Damn right. Liv will get her till the last minute. She's never early cause nothing can make her late. The rest of them will rush cause they're terrified of her, so we might be able to catch them at the hangar before she gets there. Then we'd better gear up. Just to check, you're on board with the whole no killing thing, right, Banks? For now. I ask because you're the only one carrying an inherently lethal weapon. My gun? That's a medical instrument. I only use it for cranial interventions. I think cranial interventions are what he's worried about. I don't fire it in combat. I never shoot anyone I can't be sure I'll have a chance to res. Okay, good. Unless I want them to die. I think that's all we're getting, Sam. Okay, we do have an alarm again. We do have a laptop. You, I don't think, can actually shoot any one of us for a while, unless I actually want you to shoot me. Right. What do we have? Have the team finish by end of turn 1. I kind of expected that, so we do Death Store here. Then you move over here. There are no extra doors. Grab the intel, transference yourself and him. Then you can move, you can breach. You can move here, static blast this guy into the other guy. And then you can just like predictive bolt this range, this area. And use the laptop. I didn't use 5 different abilities? Restart. I'm pretty sure it was like 5. Right. Breach. I'm basically just gonna do everything the same again, because why not? Grab the intel, Death Store here. Transference, you to you. And then we can just actually just use this. So we have 3 breach. Spectral Blast. Use the laptop, and then you can predictive bolt this direction. Which I just realized I can just get a grenade this guy into it then. Or not. Well, it's fine. The transference is kind of funny. Okay, when we breach, I want you to keep in mind the zoom isn't as scary as it looks. What makes you say that? Blind optimism. Are there heavies? Won't lie, there are a lot of heavies. I hate them. It should be illegal to grab someone if they're in cover. It is illegal. They're trying to kill us. Not in the Liboli. If we're trespassing, there's basically nothing we can do. It's why shady security corps like Reactor love it here. I thought it was mainly the tax break. The tax breaks don't hurt. There's actually just a bunch of heavies, yeah. That is... Right. can you grab... Can you set it of cocktail over here? You can. Because what we're then gonna do is... You can't do that. Wait, you can. We're gonna move you here. You get shot. We revive you. Then you broom breach here. If I use the Gale Grenade like that, he's pushed into him. So what we're gonna do is do the Death's Door there. 3-bolt burst him into it. Then the Gale Grenade is gonna move him... into there, so we can again use the Death's Door. Gale Grenade. Everybody out. Static Blast here, unfortunately not, but we can Broom Breach to there. Static Blast, no we can't. And unfortunately he is not unsteady. We can do a Predictive Bolt this direction. What is... Let a single teammate perform 3 actions in 1 turn. Cost 6 total extra knockback by making enemies unsteady. Reminder, these goals are optional intended for players finding basic completion too easy. Finished by turn 4. Actually, I just realized. Right, Gale Grenade. Yep. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I can't use the Static Blast. Uh-huh. Predictive Bolt there. Well, that's unfortunate. How much damage do you deal if you hit this guy? 2. However, we can actually just, you know, throw you out the window. Can we actually also do that from here? Yes. Because then we can just immediately seal this door. Move over here. Right, now what we're gonna do is move over here. You go to there. Broom Breach. Predictive Bolt this area. Gale Grenade him into it. Oh no, wait. I've completely actually, maybe we can do that. You move here instead. Then you Broom Breach to... Actually, can we just throw the Gale Grenade from over here? We can. In that case, you now move there. Predictive Bolt this direction. You Gale Grenade him. Then Transference, you and... That was wrong. Transfer... Actually, we should probably move you first. Right now, Transference, you and you. Set of cocktail. Right, so we need... Didn't I seal the door? I thought I sealed the door. Restart. I'm pretty sure I sealed the door. I maybe just forgot on redoing it. Breach. Yeah, you just go there. I just realized these changed. Grab the intel, resurrect. Sedative. 2 over there. Death's Door here. Static Blast him into it. Broom Breach. Gale Grenade, everyone out. I forgot the Death's Door. What I'm actually gonna do is do a predictive bolt in this direction. No, I can actually just go and... I can go seal the door. Then we can transference you on you. And move forward with him. Predictive bolt in this direction. Seal. Okay, finish by end of turn 2 and I'm done on turn... finish by end of turn 4 and I'm done on turn 2. I don't like that because 6 total extra knockback, which technically I did. But because they fell out the window, it didn't really count. Right, regardless. Actually got an achievement for that. Oh, I don't like this. When I foresee breaching this room, they target me with something and the vision just kinda stops there. Oh, that sounds like a neutralizer. Thanks, I hit one when we were getting her karma. Reactive anti-magic tech? I love that. It can't stop you throwing stuff, at least. No one can stop you throwing stuff. There's a guy in Jing who can make your arms go limp, but only after eating a lot of celeriac and he has to stare at the floor the whole time. I don't think we're around. Breach. So you... we're gonna cast Death's Door here. Ah, they focus him. Right, we will Static Blast you into the door. And we'll actually just cast a second Death's Door. And now, okay, we didn't need, because she's closer to him now, we just shoot him. Predictive bolt in this area. Prevent 5 reinforcements in total, finish by the end of turn 1. Transferred 4 damage. Okay, finish at the end of turn 1. I think we can do that. So you breach. You go here. Gale Grenade. Yourself, so you can... Oh no, our seals are magic. Oh, I just realized no one has enough movement speed to get to this door, I don't think. Yeah, no one has enough movement speed to get to that door, and we only have... But I know what we can do. So you go here. You go here. Death's Door there. We'll actually just like... We actually don't need the Death's Door, I don't think. We just knock you. Then we can Gale Grenade you. And Gale Grenade you. And then you can seal that door. And we can seal this door. And then we do a pain transference. Lovely. All the confidence. No defenestration's very sad though. My question about the Celeriac guy, I think you probably want to be known as the Limbarms guy. I don't think anyone wants to be known as the Limbarms guy. My question is, how did he unlock? When would you ever desperate to make someone's arms go limp? Maybe somebody didn't like it was carrying something he wanted to break. Okay, but that's one. To unlock, you've got to need it. Maybe someone was carrying him. Away from his beloved Celeriac. We don't even know if he likes Celeriac. Maybe he hates it. Oh my god, now I'm sad about Limbarms guy. I was never not sad about Limbarms guy. Should we breach the store and stop level 5? Should we stop and write a book about Limbarms guy? Has to think of it. Breach, I guess. And now we all stand in front of the same door. Okay. What do we have? We have a neutralizer. And then we can just do a death's door. No, we can't do a death's door because we don't see anything. So you move over here. Then you can't do anything. You move here. You can... Oh wait, you can just throw the sedative cocktail. That's still just a throwable. Prevent 9 reinforcement total defenestrate 2 hostiles in 1 turn. Anyway, we can grenade here. And... yeah, we can grenade there. Then we can set up a death's door here. Broom breach to there. Use the static blast to throw him out the window. Well, is it really a window if we made it? Rewind. No, I think we sealed this door. And then you can have a predictive burst against the neutralizer, I guess. You can grab some intel. And turn. That's a heavy. We can move you to here. Gale grenade you, 1. Blast him. Spectral skull. Shoot him. Seal this door, and then you can move here and seal that door. I forgot this door. Can you move there? You can move there, so we do basically the same, and then you just... No, wait, you have already moved. Can you move that? No, but you can move there. You can move to that. So you sedative cocktail here. Then you can 3-bolt burst him death. Move to seal this door. You move to seal that door. And you grab the intel, and then you move to seal this door. Right, done. Clean. "30 minutes early, buddy. Someone's anxious to impress the boss." She says age -5. I don't know what this means. It means 5 hours out. Did you think it was minutes? You're early also. That's not... I just had some packing to do. You packed things from this hangar? Yes. I was low on spanners. To be fair, he's a traffic warlock. He throws cars at people. That kind of makes sense that he needs spanners. I guess. Ghostly spanners. Eldritch scanner spanners. Alright, the clowns are under... How did he unlock the ability to throw cars at people? How did he become a warlock? How did Bori unlock less lethal pyromancy? What? Alright, the clowns are under roost. John, if we get caught by Boris fire, anything we can do? Magic fire can burn on anything, but if it's not a fuel source, it takes focus to keep it going. The mana stockpiles in Russia would seem to burn fine without him. And I guess that's a fuel source. But people are just 6 sacks of blood. It's hard to keep a fire going on that. So if he goes down, we stop burning. Best guess. Or I could just res you. Alright, let's have a Necromancer. Necromedic. What about this traffic guy? He just summons Ghost Curse. It's honestly not much of a problem. Bring it on, Gun! Shit. He just summons Ghost. I don't know how much of a problem. Bring it on, Gun! Shit, really good hearing though. I forgot about that. Bring it on, Callan! Really good hearing, though. It's Crusher! I love puns. The red zone and returns to the normal. Pending traffic conditions on the 7th circle. Right, what do we have? Have the team use 9 different abilities in one turn. Knock the traffic warlock into death door. Use resurrect a teammate living or dead who has no mana left. Right. Let us breach. And then you breach. You, I think, just go here. Also, you just... Body's malfire projectiles can arc over cover, make them all but impossible to avoid. They do no damage, but once on fire, everything you do hurts. It's sort of a rage and burn situation. Right, doesn't take damage from anything fire or mudfire based. If the Pyromancer is knocked out, all my fire and its effects are extinguished. Immune to sedative and silly and other inhaled effects until they lose this much health. He has a lot of health. And reduces incoming knockback by this much. That's the door over there. Grab the intel. Reactor noise, neutralizer moon. We're gonna move here. We're gonna move here. Predictive bolt in this direction. Gale grenade. Oh wait, that's too far. I'm actually currently just looking. Oh, they have a turret as well, so you should probably take cover later. Predictive bolt this direction. Oh, I probably need to shoot this first. In which case, we're gonna move